Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. Today's video we're going to talk about some Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, and some things that Norman Reedus has said during a couple of interviews for his new movie, Bike Riders, and kind of spoiling it, and him himself not really being sure if he's supposed to be revealing this information, but just kind of had that fuck it attitude, and he's going to do it anyways. But we're going to talk about Daryl Dixon and how Season 3 is gearing up to start production this coming week in Spain, particularly Madrid, Spain. And also, during that same interview, Norman Reedus goes on to talk about how he's already saying that they're going to do a Season 4. It has been all but confirmed at this point. We're getting another 2 seasons of Daryl Dixon. Where they're going to go with the story, I have no idea, and what they plan to do with it and who they're going to involve, because we know this next season we're going to see Carol, the Season 2 that has yet to premiere. We still have 90 days or something like that until that premieres. It's going to be premiering at the end of September 29th, but we still don't know what the story is really going to entail, especially now that we have the end of The Ones Who Live, Rick's return back home. A lot of people are saying that Carol, during that broken up radio communication during the last season, that it was her telling Daryl that Rick is home. But I, for one, have never been sold on the idea. The fact that she tells him just so nonchalantly, no urgency behind her message, not even willing to repeat the message. I've never been sold on the idea that she's trying to tell him that Rick is home, because she, in my opinion anyways, and I think of the opinion of a lot of other people, that she would be telling him, Rick is home, get home, don't waste any time, you don't have to go out looking for him anymore. And the fact that she doesn't do that, that tells me that probably one of two people are probably back, because she says so-and-so is back, that Morgan has come home, because we saw that get set up at the end of Fear the Walking Dead, that he's going to come back home, he's going to come looking for Rick, and for her to say that and be kind of, whatever, he's home, I think that makes more sense. But also, there's also another character that was set up at the end of Fear, which was Dwight and Sherry, that they were going to go back home, they were going to go back to the sanctuary, they were going to rebuild it, and for her to say that and not want to repeat it, that makes more sense, because, as we know, at the end of the All Out War arc, Daryl told Dwight, leave, never come back. If you do, I'll kill you. So I could see why she would not repeat that bit of information. But to say that Rick is home and just be like, he's home, blah, I don't care. I don't think she's going to say that over the radio unless it's to get him home. But now that he's gone missing and she has to go look for him, I could see her searching him out, getting to him, and telling him in person if that is the case. And I'm just not 100% sure that it is. And that's, of course, my opinion, but I just don't think that would be the reason that he would continue on to Spain. I mean, why would you go to Spain? Because, yes, there's always the talk, too, that he is going to Spain because maybe he's been chased out of France, but there's also the story of Rick's brother, and that would not work out. That would be a cheap sellout to actually having Rick come in and be reunited with Daryl, and so I just don't see why they would do that. And, of course, also, we have Norman Reedus saying that they're going to do a Season 4 now. And he said in the interview he's going to Madrid, Spain to film Seasons 3 and 4. I'm not sure if I should say that, quote unquote, but he, to say that he's going there for the next 2 seasons, I'm not sure about that either. And I really hope they don't make this show about Daryl traveling the world, hitting different parts of the world, because that part of him traveling, seeing different parts of the world instead of just going back home, that's, to me, is a way of drawing out the story and drawing out the character to the point where people just won't care anymore. And I really hope they don't do that, but then again, I'm just a fan. My opinion really doesn't matter. But I hope that we do see that reunion, because it's a reunion that everybody wants to see. It would make the most sense. It would draw in a big crowd as far as viewership and ratings and whatnot. It's just the story that I would like to see, and it's the story that would be of service to the fans. And, there's always talk that they're going to do more spin-offs. We have Dead City currently filming. That has been upped from 6 to 8 episodes. And what they're doing with that, we don't know, because a lot of people would really like to see a Nick and Negan reunion. Not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, in my opinion. But because with the way The Ones Who Live ended, it seems to me that Michonne's not going to let Rick out of her sight anytime soon. So I don't think we're going to see any of those particular reunions. Maybe we'll get a Rick cameo, but set back home in Alexandria or the Commonwealth, whichever set they decide to use, because As we know, the set for Alexandria is long gone, but they still have those backlot sets that they have for Commonwealth. I think that's still up and going, but they have the backlot areas of the studios where they had set up for the prison and all these other different scenes. But to see a cameo of Rick, maybe having a conversation with Carol about the fact that Daryl is not home like he should be. He's not answering. I can't get a hold of him. I don't know where he is. I could see a scene where we see Rick and Carol having a conversation and Rick telling Carol, go find him. I could see that playing out, and I think that would be pretty cool just to have Andy Lincoln back for just a short scene like that. But to see him actually leave and go out looking for him, I don't think we're going to get that. But anyways, I just want to do a quick video about Daryl Dixon Season 3 starting up filming this week, or this coming week, and then also Norman Reedus more or less confirming that we're going to get a Season 4. However long they plan to drag out these shows, we don't know, and I don't know what they could really do as far as keeping a compelling story, but maybe we'll get the introduction of a new villain, or we'll get the expansion of an existing villain. CRM, not so much anymore. I think that's kind of a dead idea, and people have kind of lost interest. And because of the way it was rushed at the end of The Ones Who Live, and I don't think they could do much unless they have, from what Beale talked about, where they have more or less sleeper cells out in the world, different agents within different communities. If they have some hardcore believers of what Beale's vision was, if they had them come back and form a new CRM or a new faction of the CRM. But anyways, again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, of course subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean so much more than you realize. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.